Just start.
Aye, we're away again.
Welcome to Something About Haggis podcast. There's a Deek, Hog and Banjo.
I fucking kill you.
Hog's raging with me today for some reason.
Because you're half an hour late.
Half an hour late on your day off. I was the only one working. I got up 12 hours ago, and then you're like, "You coming in for the fag? I need to make a pot noodle. I need a coffee.
How'd
I
you know
shagged
about
this
pot
last
noodle?
night that I gave the clamp." Didn't care.
She asked about the podcast today too. She was like, "Has that podcast been like uploaded yet?" I just totally changed the subject. Never even answered her. Just completely ignored her.
That podpath's been put up yet in that. So it should be away at the army in like 6 weeks or something.
What's actually happening with that? Have you heard anything with
They
this whole...
phoned me the day.
We're not watching. Yeah, we've heard the podcast. Get yourself the fuck you can.
Nay, fucking one.
Nah, fucking...
Nicky, you.
What's that? They were telling me 500 soldiers been sent home for training. 20,000 soldiers are on standby to come in for the virus.
What do you mean, come in?
Like,
Give them a shout. Aye, that's it here, man.
probably for fucking riot control or something, man. Fuck knows.
There's definitely... I can't wait for the riots, man.
There's not going to be a riot.
And then
I hope there is, yeah.
There's no.
But they'll not be in CD.
they're not.
But I'll move to watching.
They're not taking anybody on until 30th of April. But obviously I start in May, so I should be alright. But they didn't care if the folk,
No, you'll not.
No, you'll not.
the folk what have been sent home for training, they might take my spot and then I'll get moved back.
Oh.
So, but I guess that's good.
It's got to be at least September before you're going anywhere, I can assure
I
you.
keep seeing these folk, like, I was in the co-op today, and
It'll all be gone in a fortnight.
aye, legit,
Wrong.
this guy was talking to us last night, and he's like, I'll be away in 2 weeks. I was like, wow, that's so cute.
It's been going on for fucking months.
Aye.
The C word. I'm fed up hearing about it, man.
So, man,
It's making me want to greet.
I'm fed up not being able to buy food. That's annoying.
I think that's the most of that, and I've heard of you being. You
I'm
were just like,
mate,
somebody bought fig rolls. Nobody ever buys fig rolls. Why are they buying them
it's
now?
not just that. Like, you go into the shop and there's nothing there, and you're like, bruh.
Same in Dumfries, man. There was
Mate,
something.
there's a lassie at work, man. Her pal was like, she was waiting to get a cooker like the other day or something.
Aye.
And the guy in Curry's was like, we've no freezers left.
Aye.
Like, folk are going out to buy freezers to
Aye.
fill them with shit. And you're like,
It's a fucking joke.
really, mate?
Folk why take a long, hard fucking look at themselves right now. Like, seriously, they do.
Apparently, I'm meant to be fucking locked down this weekend.
Fuck off.
Doubt.
I've heard so many people talking about this, and I'm like, shut the fuck up.
See, honestly, see for like a lot of the folk that listen to this, or a good chunk of them anyway, that aren't like big gamers, get what I mean? They didn't understand how excited I am by this.
I'd be
I'm
happy
like-
with 2 weeks.
I'm totally sound sitting in my house for a fortnight in front of that PC.
That's what I do when I take 2
Not
weeks off
giving a
work.
fuck, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's got to be great.
I get 40% of my wage.
I didn't think I'll get anything.
That's not got to be a problem for me. I didn't give a fuck. If I
You're
get
not
kicked-
going to be in lockdown anyway.
If
'Cause
I-
they'll be like, oh, Banjo, you're self-isolating.
No.
No, I'm not. I'm going shagging.
Aye.
You're going to be into these cunts that spread it about.
Well, that was it.
I'll move back in with my grandfather. He's got internet now, man. I'm not giving a fuck. I'll lose the house.
April was saying it's meant to be a lockdown and that, and I was like, well, I'll still just come down. Like, saves you coming up. She was like, well, you can't. Like, I was like, well, who's got to stop me? Like,
The police.
the police. The
Are
police.
they really got to come up
Aye.
to me if I'm coughing?
Aye, because I've
Aye.
got to phone you.
Aye,
I've
they
got
will.
to phone them and be like, there's a wee boy running about.
He's got
Way
COVID.
more than fucking coronavirus.
It's
man.
Aye.
no, it's different if they actually say it's lockdown. It's different because they're like, you can't be out now,
Aye.
even
Like
if
a
you have it
curfew.
or not, kind of thing.
It's got to be like the purge.
Aye. Well, no, the opposite of the purge, but aye.
No, but the purge, they'll be nobody
Did you
doing
see
that?
that
Everybody
video?
Like
on
10 minutes
Facebook?
leading up to it, when everybody's like
Oh,
getting their
locking their doors
rifles
and that.
loaded.
Did you
and
see
that.
the video on Facebook of the guy driving about the
Rifles loaded?
streets with fucking Ken the
The
Purge?
purge noise.
Aye.
He's cutting down the high
Tell
street.
you
You
the
know,
yin story I seen this week for fucking America on the old coronavirus and panic buying. Guess what they were panic buying in the old United States
guns
of
and ammo.
America. Guns.
Aye, were they?
Yep. We're over here panic buying toilet roll. US sales of guns and ammunition soar amid coronavirus panic buying.
That's where it will riot. Like they
Are
aye,
soaring
they're
around.
mental.
will fucking.
Aye, they're-
Fears of
Americans
possible
are mental.
social unrest amid the crisis are prompting some America to turn to firearms as a form of self-protection. As on the West Coast, long lines of customers were queuing up outside gun stores to stock up on deadly materials.
You see, Amsterdam's fucking streets are full outside dispensaries.
Aye.
Folks stocking up on weed.
Aye.
That's great, man. Every cunt's buying guns.
I was
So you just hear
looking at,
some wee old woman's just like, and then you just hear like a fucking click bin or like this cunt's about to dare in the back of the head.
I was in Tesco's with a lassie the day, right? And
Coughed on her.
What, in
She
CD?
slapped me in the face.
Dumfries.
In Dumfries.
Aye.
I was going to say if it was in CD.
And ken
And
these
you were
slow
still
walkers, what we were talking about, like just slow walk and like
Oh,
stand in
mate.
front talking to each other.
I
And
can't
aisles
be
and
dealing with that.
This lassie, man, and she was
If she's
coughing.
one of them, get her to fuck.
No, she was coughing right through them, so they would just move. I swear to God, because there was the group of folk run us, like just shopping, and I said as a joke, are you not how long are you meant to be isolated for in that? Like, kind of like that. I mean, every cunt just stared at her. So then she started coughing through
That's not
everybody.
why they were staring.
She started coughing through everybody, man. It was fucking hilarious.
My pal's wife was in fucking, was it yesterday or the day before? She was saying to me, she was in Wilco's and there was like this wee old woman with like, ken like the wee old woman trolley things.
Right.
She was trying to like reach this fucking toilet roll on the shelf because she was like fucked up in that, so she could barely reach it. And this woman,
She was off her heat and acid.
that must have been like 45, 45 year old, something like that, marched up, took it off her in front of her and put it in her basket and then went to walk away. And she was as she was going to put it in the basket, the lassie fucked it out her hand into the air, caught it and gave it to the old woman, and I was like, I'd have loved to have seen that.
Oh, man.
Get on your fucking
on
cell. Get on your cell, Carly. Fucking doing God's work for the pensioners and that. It's brilliant.
Mm.
Work's chaos. They're not even being like, oh, can anybody do an extra shift? They're like, come and go as you please. Like, if it's your day off, you can just come in and leave whenever you want. Like, they're trying to rush folk through training to take extra folk on and that. And I'm like, I couldn't give a fuck.
How much you paying me, mate? I'll come.
Well, there was like, everybody's been like, oh, you'll be fair working your arses off and that, you know? And I'm like, no.
Not getting paid anymore.
I'm not getting paid anymore, so
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I'll quite happily help folk if they ask for help, but
Tesco's is hiring too. Tesco's hiring a lot.
they
of
are.
folk.
All the supermarket.
Yeah.
Everywhere else is like, we might have to close our business. Shops are like, jackpot.
Mm-hmm.
Give me £10 an hour and I'll come.
Big tub of hand sanitizer at work. Getting the fucking
Banjo necked it.
every cunt's
Banjo start coughing
brought in
in
their own wee bottles and fucking filling them up in that.
Fucking right.
I have 12. No. Fuck it, man.
The wee lassie next door, she brought us like disinfectant thing because she's like pally with Emma. And Emma's lungs are fucked, so she's working for him now.
Feels good, man.
Until further notice, basically.
I'm going to set up a compressor in Butterfield and I'll work for him too.
Just let me get these domes bashed out in the middle of Butterfield.
Fuck.
See,
No,
I
I
don't
don't know.
understand. Like, if she's quarantined, basically, why aren't you? Because you're be in and out, and especially if you're working in shops, you're
Ah,
getting
she's working from home, so that
Aye.
the folk that she's interacting with
Oh,
don't have a risk
right.
of catching it and all.
right.
Because like she works with like
Vulnerable.
really vulnerable adults and that, like
Aye.
folk learning disabilities or really ill folk or whatever, or folk with
folk like me.
no, like
learning disabilities.
well,
aye.
aye,
Yeah.
but aye, folk like really complicated like health issues and that, so they can't risk somebody like that getting it, basically. Plus, she's high risk of getting it with her asthma and her lungs.
Aye. Bit of coronavirus, mate. Love it. Can't wait. Shut everything down. 2
Do you
weeks
think
off.
it's caused in a lab or because of that bat? Because they were stockpiling animals on top of each other and they were all shitting on each other and that. Do you think it's because of that, or do you
No,
think
because
they did it in a lab?
animals didn't get it, so it's not came from animals.
No, some guy ate a bat. That's the legit thing.
But
The
it's
thing.
Really?
suspicious. It's suspicious that they took
Mm.
a picture of that guy eating that exact bat at that
No,
exact
it's
time.
because it's like a common thing.
It's at a wet market in China.
Aye.
They're everywhere.
Yeah,
And they
there
have
was in
all
this
of the
morning a
things.
guy like biting a head off a frog and like
Right.
eating its insides while it was alive, just
Yeah.
at a wet aquarium, a wet market.
Aye.
They just turn up
Aye,
and just
because
start eating shit.
They were saying that fucking there's the like deadly whatever the fuck lab in Wuhan where they're
Mhm.
like their poison center or whatever the fuck you would call it. They're where they make experimental fucking
Yeah,
viruses and shit. And that guy on Rogan
the
was like,
Center for Infectious Diseases.
that guy on Rogan was like, we couldn't make a disease like this. It's just not possible. Like we try and shit, and so
Aye.
do China, and so does everybody. humans
We're
don't
not
make
there yet.
viruses like this.
How
It's
can
so
they not
difficult.
make like a mixture of SARS and
I don't know, Banjo. I'm not a
coronavirus
fucking
and
biomedical
the flu and then
scientist.
just fucking mix all
The-
that shit together.
It's
and
not just a case of here's this vial of the flu, coronavirus, and SARS,
let's
and
just
throw it in
mix
together and shake it about. That's not how it works.
Shake it up
Swine
and then
flu,
open
swine
the lid.
flu and shit. But if you get to like young person and just fucking send him out in the, I think it was because of the
Aye,
fucking,
Banjo, you should be ahead of the fucking.
I think it,
That's it. He solved it.
Aye.
All
Done it,
these,
mate.
all these fucking scientists.
the
Trump
next
will be
Hitler,
phoning
man.
you up next week. Do you want to come and make
You
some
would.
diseases for us?
But I think it was because of this fucking.
We'll give you penicillin for life.
I think it was a trade deal, man. Because they got fucked in the trade deal, they decided to release this fucking.
Who did?
Yeah,
Who decided to release
Who
it?
got
China.
On themselves?
Fuck them population control.
I'll show that country. Let's start killing everybody in our own country.
population control, man.
Do you think it's population
I
control?
think so.
All
Why?
right. Explain your case.
Look how many folk
Provide
in China.
evidence.
They've had
There's a lot of folks, so it must be population control.
Are there people? Yes, population control.
Yeah,
Tsunami must be the government population
that's
control.
not a natural disaster, though.
This kind of technically is.
Not really. Depends how you look at it.
Well, it's
You-
a
you
natural
look at it
disease
like-
that has attacked
Is it
humans
though?
and killed them. So
Is it though?
kind of a natural disaster because it was a natural disease.
Mm.
Unless you could categorically prove.
I'm with Banjo, like.
See?
Said no one ever.
Well, you've not heard anything about like the protests in Hong Kong and that anymore, have you?
They're all clear.
I have.
They're
Not
all
clear.
cleared.
I've
Nobody's,
on
pro-
Reddit, mate.
Nobody's got them.
nobody's protesting anymore.
Nobody's got it.
Telling you, man.
They've shut down all the hospitals. For
Shut the fuck up, you
They have.
clowns.
They have.
Aye,
So
very cool.
population control because they got fucked in the trade.
Mhm.
So,
Oh, they would give
we'll-
us a
we'll
trade
tax-
deal. I'll
we'll
kill
tax
half
them.
of the
we'll
civilians.
tax them 25%.
Even-
Even we'll kill 25%.
Even
of your
though
fucking,
China, I think they're they produce something like 98% of like all medicines in America.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, he's put the price of fucking wood up or whatever the fuck it was, or steel, I guess, whatever.
would.
But they're like, do you want medicine?
Mm.
Shut the fuck up, then you'll believe in that how it is.
Trump fucked them and they decided to fuck everybody.
That's what
No,
I'm
but they
saying.
didn't start by fucking themselves.
I would.
No, they didn't.
They're overpopulated.
They're not.
They are.
No, not at all,
Aye,
man.
they are.
Why you get another
What is it,
couple?
like 200 fucking billion or something? in
Yeah, I
China?
Banjo,
there's-
that's how
there's-
many. Aye.
Population of Earth,
What would you
7.
think- would you think-
Population of China, 200.
billion.
billion. B. I don't know, 200 million?
No, it's like, what, 1.5 billion?
Something like that.
So I was close enough with 2 billion. Oh, I said
You said
200.
200 billion.
Yeah.
Slight difference there, mate.
Yeah,
I don't
same
actually
thing.
get what it is.
Same
China.
I want to say like
I would say 1.5.
I didn't,
1.5.
didn't Google the population now because that's fucking half. didn't it?
1.386 in 2017.
What is it?
1.386 billion in
Close
2017.
enough.
There's only
Well,
about
I
20
was
of-
close enough.
There's only about 20 of them left.
I mate, they killed them all.
It's fucked.
Apparently, as of 2017, India had 1.339 billion.
Yeah.
This is second.
India's
They'll be
fucking
next.
packed.
US, if this is top 3, US is next with 325, but I don't think that'll be right. I imagine Russia's got more. Oh no, Russia's only got 144.5.
That's bigger
So
than that.
US is third, apparently.
Hmm.
Wouldn't have said
They've got
that
like
myself.
360 million or some shit to do that.
325.7.
China and us still do executions and shit.
China did what they want.
closed doors, man. They didn't give a
Aye, see? So
Was it the Chinese? Did I put that
why
in my
is it
notes?
such a fucking...
Here we go. Talking about China. Got in my notes. A wee smart. Seen it. Chinese tycoon who criticised Xi. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Xi's response to coronavirus has vanished. Happens quite a lot in China.
Did you see Trump's interview?
This Ren, I cannot say that second name. Ziqiang appears to be the latest government critic silenced by the Communist Party as it cracks down on dissent over the epidemic. He was just like, his nickname is the Cannon. This guy, and he was like, "I can." He called Xi Jinping, if that's how you say it, was a power-hungry quote clown, and then he vanished. These things
Didn't he?
happen, Ken.
Then he slag off. What
Unfortunately,
is he? President or Prime Minister Xi?
President Xi?
Premier? Emperor?
chairman.
God
I don't
King.
fucking know.
Fuck knows.
But no, he disappeared.
Did you see Donald Trump's interview?
Nah, what was he saying?
Another classic
It was
for the man
Did you see
himself.
it? Did you see it?
I seen like the bits that were like when he didn't realise the camera was rolling like before and
no,
after it.
I meant that
And
was funny.
He's
though.
got no fucking idea what's
He had
going
a
on.
stain on his fucking shirt and that.
He's like, can you see it? Can you see it on the camera and that? And they're like, no, it's under your
Should I
jacket,
keep
you
this book
fucking
here?
dick.
Should I keep this book?
Does it look better if I like open or close this folder? Like, just fuck me, mate. Take the piss, but to be fair, Jeremy Corbyn and fucking Boris Johnson and that will all do exactly the same fucking thing.
But this interview, he was getting called out to be a racist. He was like, "Why do you keep calling it the Chinese flu?" And he was like, "Because it's from China." And what was it?
What was it? I seen Kung Flu.
Well, he kept saying
Kung Flu.
He kept saying some. I can't remember what it was, but it was like Chaya. Instead of saying China, it was like Chaya. Right at the end of it, man. I was
Mate, he's out his fucking tits all the time, man. He's a baller, and you're all just jealous. That's what's wrong.
Balling out of control.
I hate him as president, but he's fucking hilarious. Like,
I see. That's the thing with him. Though, like, he's entertaining, but you're kind of like, maybe he didn't run the
Should you
country.
be in charge?
Aye.
I think he should have stayed.
Do you think he'll leave if he gets voted out?
What do you mean?
Like, well, Bill Maher's got this thing. He's like, I'm telling you, even if he loses this election, he's not got to leave the White House. He's just got to point blank refuse and be like, nah, it was a fix. There's something going on.
Doubt.
It's crooked
Fake
Hillary
news.
and all that shit.
Fake news.
Don't know, mate.
I think that'll be a laugh.
I didn't really care at this point.
Because, well, apparently loads of presidential candidates for the Democrats have been like, what you got to do if he doesn't leave? And they're like, oh, well, he will, because that's how we do things in this country. And I want, them just to get on and be like, I'll just send the soldiers in and just drag them out by the fucking tits. I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out my house. I think that'd be great. Just say that and be like, well, what else have they got to do? Just put them in cuffs and just fucking rock them out, man.
I can like to see that, but that would be fucking cool.
He'll leave. He'll definitely leave.
I hope he does now.
He's not going to get beat, so it's a moot point. Come on,
I think he will, like.
Who's beating him? Biden or Sanders?
Joe Rogan.
Biden. Who's going to get...
Rogan's not running.
He's wanting Michelle Obama to run as his vice president.
I want Obama to
Tulsi
run.
Gabbard.
I want Oprah to run.
Fuck
reality, fight reality TV with reality TV.
And die.
Can you not get to be running?
No, thank fuck.
No, he's like started his own cult now or something, is he not? Like he cuts about and he's painted
He
himself.
started a new America.
No, like he's just cutting about painting himself silver
I'll
and
Google
shit.
it.
And you're like,
cult.
oh, it must have been for like
It's the fact
a music video.
Songs. You quote his old songs and it's like, how the fuck? Like, this is...
Can you talk into your mic?
He's got some absolute tunes,
It's
but it's like he's losing his grip on reality.
This is from
to
like
be fair,
last year.
if I was pounding that ass what he gets, like, so would I. Like, all plastic and that, to be fair, but it's a juicy booty. No.
What did you just say?
He went, aye, but he's pounding that juicy booty for Kim Kardashian.
All right.
She's actually putting in work. She's doing a lot for like prison reform and that in America. So you're kind of like,
Yeah, but she's a cunt.
aye, all right, fair play. You're a dick, but you're doing actually quite a good thing there. To be fair, because it's like legalized slavery near enough.
It's like suck dick for a fucking fag and that. Like.
No, I meant because
I backed you that one.
I meant because you can run factories out of prison, and because they're convicts, you don't actually have to pay them. Like they don't have a minimum wage.
I would just suck dick.
So a lot of companies just own a prison.
Suck dick for
Nah,
their
I'm alright for
workforce
working
is
for fucking
prisoners.
8 hours. I'll just suck a dick for fucking 5 minutes. Like, so.
Just do it for a laugh.
Fuck it,
For the love of the game.
He'd be the guy just love of the game. He'd be the first guy to grab a pocket. Kind of like, is it like you turn your pocket inside out, and if you hold the pocket, it's like, I get fingered, but that guy'll stick up for me.
I'll just grab everybody's pocket. I'll be in everybody's porridge.
No, everybody will be stirring your fucking porridge.
Jesus, man.
As long as I come, I'm happy.
A fucking arsehole like an oil drum.
Yeah, it is, man.
Fucking brutal. It'd be like that guy. What's that film? The Longest Yard. When he's like, "Hey baby, I'd be rooting for you," and then Chris Rock's like, "Hey, you laugh now. In 6 months, he's got to look like Beyonce."
He's gonna look like Beyonce.
I didn't see you ever looking like Beyonce.
Nah, mate.
Too small.
I'm too handsome.
Too small. Too white. Too scrawny.
Then again, the Eminem no shagger.
No, that was apparently Mariah Carey, I think.
So it was.
Because that was what was it? Superman
Twice.
The song?
Yeah.
I don't remember how it goes.
But then who's Nick Cannon gone with? Is that?
That was Mariah
Carey.
Right.
That was the whole thing.
No, he's definitely shagger.
So then Nick Cannon was trying to put out disses by Eminem, and nobody listened to them.
And then Eminem had a song on. Was it Bagpipes from Baghdad? And the first verse is about Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey. Around that time, it was on Relapse, and he was like, "Shut the fuck up" and all this stuff. I don't remember the lyrics, but I remember the verse. Yeah.
Fucking quality entertainment. We got sent a question in for you, Banjo. Somebody was listening to last week's show.
Oh no,
it was Boardswan, wasn't it?
Oh, was it?
Oh, yeah,
I've got it here, mate.
What was Boardswan and all?
I've got
two actually this week.
Before we start,
right,
can I just say I got a private message off somebody. Right?
Was it a dick pic?
No.
Was it what you got timed out for in the WhatsApp group this week?
No, that was funny though. That was
fucking
funny.
Dick.
He has ascending balls as well, ascending testicles, and it happens to him too. It doesn't want to be named.
Someone's also got ascending testicles.
Someone else also wants to go to the fucking doctor. Not right now, but Ken.
Aye.
When it opens again.
I love that you read that message and went, "Oh, well, it must be normal if one other person's got
Aye.
it." No, it means you both need to go to the doctors.
Aye.
Nah, we've got it.
You both need to sort yourselves out.
I think people should start coming together and that, and start being a wee bit more confident. Give me a message and that if it happens to you too. I'm with my
Or you got to start a movement here.
We will, man.
A Facebook group.
Floating testes. We'll get leather jackets and that and fucking...
Like tunnel snakes.
Biker patches and everything.
You can earn your left patch and then the right patch can be a wee bit higher because it's ascending. You ascend into the ranks. So that's
the shittest biker gang
I've
ever heard in my life.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know, man. I've only had gin coffee today. That's my first coffee today. Wee bit.
It's 4:30 in the afternoon.
I know, man. I've been fucking at it.
What
have you been doing today?
I can't say.
He was away to Lassie's house.
No, didn't he? Because this is crossing the period where there's got to be a lap over, and this is where I'll get fucked.
A lap over?
Yes.
What the fuck does that mean?
What are you talking about?
When there's a crossover.
Nobody cares what time we record this.
Why?
Or what day of the week.
When we're talking about fucking coronavirus, if this certain person listens, they'd be like, "Oh, coronavirus wasn't even about when I started fucking seeing you."
So why would they be bothered?
Because I'm talking about fucking...
I don't know what your point is here. The coronavirus has been going on since November. And it's not likely to go anywhere until, I don't fucking know, the end of the year.
All them lassies in that 6-month window might fly out with me.
No, just Ian.
He's tired because he was away at 1 o'clock this morning. Going to a friend's house to watch a film.
Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you see that new app, the Netflix share thing?
No.
It was like we could do it, like if it kind of, because we're best pals and that, like we could just fucking
Didn't have Netflix,
hook up our Netflix. Well, I'll give you mine, pal. Well, I use my sister's. I'll give you it.
I use my sister's, but I'll give you it.
Yeah.
Might have coronavirus.
But it's like we can all FaceTime each other but watch the same thing.
20 past 12 on Monday, Cheese is like, well, that fucking password's getting changed.
I'll pay for it.
So it's not really your sister's, then it's yours.
That's in her name. But
is your credit that bad you can't get Netflix?
What's the point of this? What are you saying?
Well, we can all have a film night together, but in isolation. Like,
why the fuck would I want to do that?
Because I get to look at you enjoying the film, and we get to watch a film at the same time in real time.
We'd Skype each other and watch the same film.
It's the same thing, but like
that sounds
it's just
shit.
Is that a breakthrough? Has Skype not been around for 10 years?
It's Netflix.
So Netflix is doing VoIP. Is that what you say? VoIP?
Yeah.
Congrats. That's 15-year-old
people. VoIP?
It's
what you just described. Like conference calls.
Yeah.
Video calls and that.
But you get to watch it in real time with each other.
So it's just screen share with a video call on it.
Aye.
You can do that in Discord right now.
The fuck's Discord?
Oh my god. Netflix. Cutting edge technology.
Emma was saying fucking they've set up like this new thing at work, so and she's like, oh, we can see like all each other's messages and that, and like we're on different like groups, like if it relates to our job and that and whatever, and I'm like, you got Discord?
You got Discord.
And she's like, no, it's like this council thing, like, so we can like call
Discord.
each other. And like,
Discord,
if I'm needing to talk to like this team, I go into this one and I'm like, you've got Discord.
Discord, mate. You got this. Gamers have been using this for years. Discord. That's what Netflix.
Look at him looking.
Discord
He's no idea what the fuck we're
Netflix.
saying.
It's literally that exact thing. It's a lobby. It's a server that you join, and on it, it's like you can split up rooms. So for Emma, it'll be like
it's like parties on Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah, except there's you can have potentially hundreds of rooms. And you just jump between the rooms, and different people are in different rooms, and you can talk to them.
Oh, like
the
sex websites where you're like, if you're into like anal, you get onto the anal chat room.
No.
If you're onto like,
it's like the foreplay,
foreplay, and then you get onto
the anal chat room,
and then like the foreplay chat room, or like if you're on threesomes or orgies or swingers.
Wait, what do you mean chat room?
Well, when I was like, me and my ex would go onto like a chat room, and they'd be like, right. Threesomes, 2 girls, 1 guy, and then we're going in this chat room and we would speak. There'd be like folk on that, so you would speak to them, and then you would go on to a different one if you wanted.
What website
like,
is
orgy.
this?
Chat roulette.
Just like
chat roulette.
No, it was like
Omegle.
Foreplay and stuff, like 3play as in like foreplay, but double meaning as in like
cool. Well, yeah, kind of. It's like that, but that's what Discord is. Except it's like mics and shit, and you can share your screen.
No, you can't talk.
Aye, well, that's what Discord is.
It's a chat room.
It's like Habbo.
It's Habbo Hotel.
Aye.
Remember? You remember Penguin Club?
Aye.
What
the fuck is Penguin Club?
It's the same as Habbo Hotel.
Oh.
I think.
Oh, I can't what you mean now.
No, you didn't.
I did, because it's like shitty graphics and fucking.
Whoa.
Habbo
had great graphics for the time.
Aye.
It was block graphics. It was the OG Minecraft, but set in hotels instead of in the wilderness. And you had to buy couches.
Basically, it became Minecraft when they went outside.
You could trap people in swimming pools and stuff.
Like
that
Sims.
was the whole thing. Yeah, kind of.
You can get folk to send you like their entire inventory.
Yeah. Anyway, talking about Habbo, Bort sent us this and was like, I'd like to get Banjo's wee opinion on it. Ken.
Fuck you, Bort, because I know this is a trap. And like,
it's not.
Do I know what the title is? It's food related.
Alright.
Right? Bort's into his food these days.
Is this about the calcium I was...
No.
This
is like a traditional dish he wants your opinion on.
Right, okay.
He's been getting into his cooking. I can't imagine he's done this, but Ken...
How did he get on with that cooking with who was it for?
Well, Christmas.
He's done alright.
Yeah, he done alright.
Because he was swagging that fucking... Alright, I can't say that.
Right, anyway. So,
just seen the look in your face there.
So, virgin boy eggs are a traditional dish of Dongyang, Zhejiang, China, in which eggs are boiled in the urine of young boys who were presumably peasants, preferably under the age of 10. Named Tongzi Dan, the dish translates literally to boy egg and is a springtime tradition of the city where the urine is collected from prepubescent peasant boys. The eggs have been listed by officials in China as a part of the region's local intangible cultural heritage.
That sounds like a new virus that's got to come out. I don't want to eat anybody's testicles. Like,
you're not. No.
Did you hear what he just
eggs
said?
That
have been boiled.
Boys' eggs.
No. Young boys piss on eggs.
What's a pissle egg?
Piss on eggs. They take a piss on eggs.
What kind of eggs? Like chicken eggs?
Right, chicken eggs. Right. So you've got your pot.
What's a pissle egg?
Filled with piss, with pee, with urine.
Yeah.
And then you boil your eggs in the pee.
Okay.
What do you think? Would you eat that?
Is it just got to be like a normal boiled egg?
It must be boiled in piss. Bit different.
You've got a shell in it.
You take this shit.
You need to take the shell off.
Maybe they did. I don't know.
Maybe a poached egg and piss.
I'm not eating a fucking pissy poached egg. Like,
there is no good explanation for why it must be boys' urine specifically. It's simply been
testosterone.
So for centuries.
Why are they under 10?
Don't know.
So
eggs were one of the only nutritional food items available to peasants and farmers. Peasants raised their own pigs and poultry, and
is this what he had for his Christmas dinner?
Aye, mate. He got a virgin boy of under 10.
Oh, is he virgin?
No. Yeah, the culture thing is virgin.
Aye, Bort's a virgin. Lol.
Having a Wayne.
It's not even his.
It's Banjo's.
Jesus.
I'll try. Preparation, here we go. The dish is prepared by first soaking the eggs in the urine of young boys. So the eggs are soaked in the piss. The urine is sourced locally by each vendor. The mixture is heated over a stove. After boiling, the eggshells are cracked around the entire surface of the egg. Afterwards, Afterwards, the eggs are placed back into the urine.
Oh,
The
no,
used urine is then replaced with fresh urine, and the process is repeated. The soaking process allows the eggs to become cured in the urine as they are left to simmer. It's like pickled eggs and piss, but you boil it.
Porter's got far too much time in his hands, don't he?
According to some recipes, different herbs may
Yes.
also be added to marinade. When finished, the egg whites...
Season to taste.
When finished, the egg whites have a pale golden hue and the yolks turn green. Virgin boy eggs are similar to century eggs in their curing process and historical roots. Okay. Modern culture. Health effects. What health effect do you think this would have?
Like, it's not got. Do you get that calcium? It's not going to be good for you.
Do you think? Well, we'll see modern culture first. Widely accepted as a time-honoured tradition of the city rather than considered taboo like most other cultures. Boy egg vendors go to elementary schools in the city where they collect the urine from young boys, preferably under the... This still happens.
Do these boys get money for this?
Don't know.
No, they need to piss. Just piss in that tub and I'm taking it to market.
The children have been raised in the city and its culture and are used to the practice.
Why
As
are they
young
doing
boys
that?
wouldn't school.
Because it says it's got health benefits in that.
I'll get the health benefits in a minute.
Very good for you.
The teachers, being accustomed to the tradition as well, often remind the boys not to urinate in the basin if any of them have a fever or feel ill. COVID-19. There you go, mate.
No
All
fucking
comes
one
back
of
around.
these cunts started it.
Here, how much do you think an egg goes for? A piss-soaked egg.
Somebody would have to pay me
Well, no.
£20 and I would do it.
No. How much would you have to buy one of these for? If you were go up to the man on the street and he's done this whole thing, and you're like, I want to buy a
That's
piss
where you
egg.
would buy a piss egg.
Aye,
A guy in the
I'm
street.
asking you,
like,
how
with a big
much would you
trench coat.
charge?
How
They
much?
shouldn't be
How much?
charging it. Fuck no.
How much
man.
Jenky pays
What, in dong or fucking...
No, in USD.
in dong?
Per egg. Give me per egg. How much, Shank?
$6.
Wow. As of 2012, the eggs are sold for about 1.5 yuan, approximately 24 cents per egg, like US cents per egg, and are approximately twice the price of normal eggs.
20p an egg, pal. It's alright, isn't it?
Aye, roughly.
You pee.
I'll pee.
You pee.
We all pee.
Move to China. Sell some piss eggs.
Although modern medical research provides evidence that there are no health benefits from ingesting urine, the virgin boy eggs remain deeply rooted in tradition. Ancient times,
Why do they have to be virgins?
I don't know, mate. Test, maybe.
I would just be like, sorry, I'm not a virgin.
Just in case they get the eggs pregnant.
Just coming at you one day.
Apparently, it's widely speculated that when the urine dries, it crystallizes, resulting in a substance similar to Chinese medicine. The crystallized urine sediment is said to aid the mitigation of inflammation and inflammatory diseases, as well as fungal
Snorting piss
infections
crystals.
of the skin and mouth. There's a YouTube video. Snorting piss crystals. Campbell was telling us about that, wasn't he?
did
On
for
the
weed.
submarines, wasn't he?
Aye. Calcium.
Mate, see if we could get
It's
some
not a
piss
job I
crystals.
want.
See if we could get some piss crystals and
get
have you
some.
snort it.
I'll get
Snort
some,
it.
like.
That would get us some views.
Bort, let us care where we can source some piss crystals.
Aye.
I assume that Amazon doesn't have them.
Do that with weed, boil the stems up.
They also claim that it can prevent heat stroke. A cure for chronic asthma. Emma.
Here, babe, here's a
Good
piss
news,
egg.
babe. You can come back to work. Just have a piss egg in the morning.
Modern medical practitioners remain dubious of any health benefits of urine therapy in general. So this was like back in the day, old-timey wisdom of like, got asthma, mate? Piss egg. Aye. That's what Bort sent us. What do you think? See if we buy. See if we import you some piss eggs from China that have coronavirus as well.
Would
you eat them?
Anything for fucking? Give me £50 each.
Feet cheese. Can I buy them?
Hey, the schools are off. Text a couple of pals and but you want to make a tenner.
Can I make a tenner?
Get your way into
No, but
piss in this fucking
It's
jar.
got to be for this city. That's what they're saying, from Dongyang. That's where they source the piss from.
Is it the same boys or?
It's the same schools. It's the same
they
city.
doing
It's
this
from
in
the same
some-
city. Yeah, it's from Dongyang. So can I
Why don't they just build a wall around it? Oh wait, they have.
Did you not say that last week?
I did, and then I just remembered the day.
Bye.
I just remembered the Great Wall of China exists.
They should start using it.
Can I?
Is that racist?
What racist?
Saying keep the man there. Oh, Trump says that all the time. So
can he be racist?
Aye.
If Trump says it, the most racist man in history.
I mean, maybe
I don't think I can get them imported. My bad.
I tried to order a mug for Mother's Day, mate, and it's coming in like the end of April.
Coronavirus.
Have either of you watched The Man in the High Castle? Just when you're talking about racists and that.
I seen like the first 3 episodes and I was like, this seems really interesting, and then just didn't watch any more.
I got to the end of season 1 and found myself rooting for Hitler.
God.
Right. No, but there's a reason for that though. Like, the whole thing.
There's
no, there is.
Yeah, he had some good points. I've got to give him that.
No, so the
whole
whole
bad, wasn't it?
the whole point of The Man in the High Castle is it's like an alternate reality where the Germans won World War II, right? So they've taken over America, the world, and it's split between America is now split between Japan
and
the Germans. It's the Greater Nazi Reich, right? So like the West Coast, like California and all that, that's Japanese. And then like New York and everyone's German. So there's this whole thing going on. Like Hitler's gone totally mental, as if he wasn't before. But basically doesn't ever come out. He watches these weird films that keep just appearing out of nowhere. And it's like, it shows like the Americans winning the war. Or like the Japanese bombing New York. Or the fucking Nazis bombing San Francisco. And it ends up that basically there's folk in Hitler's higher command that want to go into war with Japan. They're like, let's just fuck them up because fuck them. We're the Nazis. We win everything. Right?
Because we're the Nazis.
Now, the reason that I was rooting for Hitler is because Hitler was like, I didn't want to go to war. And the Japanese bit's slightly more tolerable of folk compared to the Nazis. And they were wanting to blow up Japan. So you're like, well, that's bad. And they were wanting to blow up the whole of California and San Francisco and that.
I didn't really follow why
so
that.
You're rooting for the folk what to blow up Japan.
No. So the whole point is
Japan was kind of
Hitler doesn't want to. Like Hitler's like, no, I want peace.
So you what caused it all?
I want peace.
So after he's conquered half of the world,
he's like,
then you're like,
it's the whole world.
Plenty.
Pretty much. It just gets mental. That was a really bad way of explaining it.
It was really poorly done. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, turns out Hitler wasn't the bad guy, and in this TV show, can I just add?
That's the title.
Hitler wasn't a bad guy.
Turns out Hitler wasn't the bad guy.
Basically,
the cunt was injecting steroids and snorting coke, man.
No,
he wasn't snorting, he was injecting it.
He stops all that in the film.
Does he not do that?
He
just against drugs and that then.
He's
filling all his soldiers through fucking.
They're all against like drugs and everything. And Hitler's like, I didn't want to go into war with Japan. And Japan's like a decently alright-ish bit if you're like black.
Tell you what, I started watching again.
So it's a bit more tolerable. So you're like, I want to I'm kind of rooting for Japan here. So when Hitler's like, nah, we're not blowing it up, you're kind of like, I'm with Hitler. Like, I didn't want to blow up Japan. Or California.
I don't know, mate.
I've just wrecked half.
It seemed like a pretty shit show when I was watching it.
It's way better than I've just described it. I've nearly finished it.
Talking about shows I watched a while ago, new seasons out. Altered Carbon, season 2, came out.
I don't think I've seen season 1. What the fuck's Altered Carbon?
It was good, man. It's set in it's future setting, and the idea is that...
Here's some ideas for you as why you're on fucking lockdown, man.
Aye, Altered Carbon.
Abstract TV shows
I would definitely give it a watch. It's fucking good. The idea is that the human race has developed this chip that they put in the back of their head that records their mind onto it. So when you die,
fuck that.
Yeah, no. So when your body dies, they can take the chip out and put it in another body. So you can effectively live forever as long as your chip doesn't get destroyed, right? So it's allowed people to live for ages and ages and ages. And there's all this other shit like fucking you can transmit your the information in your chip to a satellite to another body on another planet, and it'll allow you to travel and all that shit. But that's the basic idea of the show. And the setup for season 1 is there's this guy who's this effectively special agent, highly trained type cunt.
What's that guy's name?
Can you not just...
SpaceX, sorry, 2 seconds.
No, shut the fuck up.
Who's that? He'll be
Elon Musk.
Probably he'll do that soon.
Aye. So he's like the special agent fucking hero type character. But he's also a bit of a cunt. You get that pretty early on. And he's got to solve the murder of this, like, they're called meths in the show, like these super ultra rich people that can own
They've got
the
loads
universe.
Aye.
Yeah. And he's got to solve his murder. That's how season 1 starts, and it's fucking hooray. Like, if you watch one episode...
I take it they get the guy's chip, and that's why it's a big deal.
No, because the thing is with the super ultra rich people, they have this way of, like, copying their chip to, like, this satellite in the sky. So even if their chip get destroyed, they just clone their body and then put the chip back in.
They put their chip on the cloud.
And they lose like a day's worth of their life.
Since they last uploaded it.
Yeah, but like the normal peasant folk can't afford that. So like the guy's still alive, but like the guy that gets killed is alive, but he can't remember the day where he died. So he gets this special agent motherfucker that's like super skilled and shit to come and try and sort it out, and then he's also trying to sort out shit in his own life. It's really fucking good. If you watch if you're isolated for 2 weeks, right?
Get a watch.
Give it an hour or two, and you'll like it. Season 2 just came out. I watched the first episode, but the thing is, because they can change the bodies in that, they've switched the main character's actor. So it was what's his name? Joel Kinnaman.
Yeah, they've done that with Spartacus. It wasn't the same.
I know, but
season 2, it's because the actor died.
Yeah, died of cancer. This is different because it's part of the show. But the first one, it was, do you know the guy that played Rick Flag in Suicide Squad? Like the military guy that was this captain.
Oh, yeah.
He was, I'm pretty sure it was him that was the lead in season 1. And this one, the lead is the guy that plays Hawk in the fucking Avengers
Johnny
movies.
Knoxville.
No. The guy that plays Hawk in the Avenger movies. What's his name? The black dude.
He's
now Captain America. Is he called Falcon? He's called, not Hawk. Falcon?
Yeah.
That's got to annoy me.
I can't mind his name. But you can who I mean. Everybody can who I mean. Captain America's pal. On your left, that guy.
On your left,
that guy.
Okay, what today? Watch all the fucking Avengers films. I'm having a ball.
But
was he in The Boys as well?
That's another one you should watch. The Boys. It's belter.
We just giving it Corona fucking isolation movies.
Mr. Pickles.
Anthony Mackie.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Well, he's the lead in this one.
This dude.
That dude.
He's
He's the lead in this one, and I've only seen first episode, and it's good. But if you want to get a shot, Altered Carbon. If you like sci-fi, I think you'll be into it. Like sci-fi crime thriller, you'll be into it.
You've watched Black Mirror.
Are you able to watch Black Mirror? Because it usually involves thinking. Oh, there's a BBC News update.
BBC
We're
News.
in lockdown. You heard it here first. Get the podcast out.
Everybody's dead. Moving on. Ooh.
What is it?
Why don't I get it?
Boris?
UK to shut pubs and restaurants in virus fight. Just now, cafes, pubs and restaurants must close from tonight, except for takeaway food, to tackle coronavirus. There you
What?
go. Breaking news.
What, here?
Yep.
Everywhere.
UK.
The whole of
Can
UK.
we not get it when? What time?
As of today.
Must close from tonight. Cafes, pubs, restaurants.
As in, like, when they close tonight, that's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, so can we get to the pub tonight?
As in when they close, that's it. Is that what close means, Deek? Is that
So what?
You said as of tonight. As
if they
of
close,
tonight, you said.
Does that mean I can't go?
Yeah, it means they're not open.
Thanks for explaining that.
No, but you said as of
I was
tonight. You didn't
confused.
specify a time. It could be 9 o'clock.
As of tonight. This is what BB... I'm not the yin making the update.
Tonight would be technically
Banjo,
tomorrow.
I've read you word for word what it says. Cafes,
They
pubs
should be more clear.
and restaurants
clear.
must close from tonight, except for takeaway food, to tackle coronavirus,
I'm getting
UK PM says. This breaking news story is being updated, and more details will be published shortly. Shut the fuck up.
Get to the pub.
I'm not.
I'm not.
How?
Because they shut.
Because they're shut.
No, not yet. Got till midnight.
When does night begin? This
No, there's a
I would
solid.
technically-
Mate, this isn't even dusk yet. We've got
I
plenty
would
of time.
class this as night.
Let's have a lock-in, man.
This is tea time.
Hi, for 2 weeks in the pub.
Oh, there we go. Bit of breaking news. Oh, it's because Boris is doing his corona.
So by the
Chat.
time this guns out, you heard it here last, folks.
You heard it here last, folks. We're recording this, 5 days before it's coming out or some shit.
Yeah.
Takeaways will still be open, though. That's good. Shout out, Zach.
I had a takeaway last night.
It was good.
Seen Young Billy. Oh, fucking love a Chinese, man.
Oh, I need to get a Billy's.
I engorge myself every time I get at the Chinese.
Billy's amazing.
I sit there bloated as fuck. I've not even ate half of it. and I'm like, I can't move, and I'm like, shouldn't I eat all that? And then it gets to about 11 o'clock, and I'm like, maybe polish off that salt and pepper chicken.
Love it.
I've seen me getting up at like middle of the night, like 3 or 4 in the morning, and I'm like, oh, that Chinese.
I used to love it in the morning.
And just wandering down the stairs, annihilating the rest of my salt and pepper chicken, some ribs, usually another rice, depending on how dry it's went.
No, see,
and then I went back to bed, and I feel so fucking happy.
I used to do it.
Completes me.
You'd get a Chinese on the way home for like a night out at uni and that. Wake up in the morning and you just tan whatever's
fucking
left.
Jackpot.
Like half a fucking tub of rice, some salt and pepper chicken, a bit of beef and black bean sauce, and you just sit and eat it.
I see. If you've got sauce left, you can throw that out of the. No.
Oh God, no, he's around.
You can just throw your sauce out the top of the rice.
Aye.
Get a mix, and you're like, it's like fucking brand new, man.
It's like porridge, except Chinese porridge.
It's Chinese porridge.
I love it.
Is that how the Chinese have their porridge?
Yeah, I think the sauce from beef and black bean sauce.
Black bean sauce or Peking sauce. Depends where in China, that's how they have their porridge.
Aye, black bean sauce and rice.
Thought I was badass putting some salt or some honey in it. Nah. You're missing it.
Man. Do it with pizza as well. If you have a bit of Cal pizza in the morning. I like that.
I need to microwave it all. I can't eat cold food like when it's meant to be hot at all.
What's wrong with you, like?
It shows because you look like you've missed a lot of meals.
It's just rank. No, I just heat them up.
He's just not grown up.
Just heat them up.
Shouldn't he reheat food,
See,
mate?
boy that fuck it.
It's not good for you.
You can heat it.
No, you can't.
You can reheat it as many times as you want.
That's definitely not the case.
That's how you get coronavirus.
No, Google it.
You can can I reheat takeaway food as many times as I want?
Aye. As long as it's hot enough for a certain amount of time.
Can I reheat?
Are you going to try and tell me as long as it's ever 86 degrees, you're fine?
Can I reheat Chinese takeaway food? This depends on the dishes, to be honest. As mentioned above, it's not safe to reheat rice from a Chinese takeaway. However, something like a vegetable noodle dish should be fine. So if you're buying vegetable noodles, yeah.
But I'm not. I'm having special fried rice and prawns.
I'm having beef and black bean sauce and rice. Can I reheat Chinese takeaway food?
Well, just wait. How many times can you reheat food?
You can't keep reheating food.
You can't, as long as it's at a certain temperature for a certain amount of time.
How many times can I reheat food? Once it has been cooked, how often can you reheat it? Well, the Food Standards Agency recommends only reheating food once.
That's when you're selling the food.
That's what they recommend, but Ken, you can do it. I fully agree with you. You can do it.
Aye.
It will kill you though.
No, it won't.
If you're reheating food for use in that's in a food business, can't you use that in? How many times can you reheat leftovers? Here we go.
I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm making stupid faces, but nobody can actually see it. I remember we're on an audio platform.
You can actually reheat your leftovers as many times as you like, as long as you make sure every morsel is piping hot all the way through.
Really?
You can reheat food as many times as you like, but you need to reheat it to 75 degrees Celsius, and the only way you can work that out is by using a cooking thermometer.
Who's got to always suck my left nut and who wants to suck my right?
Nobody. The exception to the two...
I'm not sick in your abdomen.
Sorry. While you can technically reheat food as many times as you like, there's still a time frame to be aware of. If you're still eyeing off that leftover pad thai a week on, it's time to toss it. You can keep leftovers for 2 to 3 days in your fridge. As long as that fridge is at 5 degrees Celsius. I'd still advise people to label leftover food so they know how long it's been in the freezer.
So was I right?
Kinda.
You were. No,
yeah.
you were right. But I definitely wouldn't be doing it. Fuck that.
Something else has happened with the Prime Minister. Let's get a live reaction off of Banjo. Wage cover for businesses hit by virus outlined. Government to pay 80% of wages for employees not working, up to $2,500 a month, Chancellor Rishi Sunak says. This breaking news story is being updated and more details will be published shortly. So that's all I know. So then he starts shouting at me.
So can I phone my boss and be like, I appreciate you giving me
You're
40%.
not working. Are you working still?
Aye.
Then not for you.
I know, but if I'm fucking...
Well,
no.
I get 40% if...
Government
I get 40% of my wage if for a week if I've got coronavirus. I get 40% of my wage for 2 weeks if I come into contact with somebody.
So now I would assume, with all of the information I had at hand, which was that one sentence I just read,
I'd get 80%.
Government to pay 80% of wages for employees not working, up to $2,500 a month. Chancellor Rishi Sunak says. That is all the information I have.
Do you think?
I do not know.
I'm going to ask you anyway.
I don't know.
Do you think if that's just the company shuts or
the idea, Sean? I've got maybe 15 words of information on this topic. I don't know.
He called you Sean, so you can. He's not playing games.
I don't know.
You're
I just don't. What I do know. 1 million people viewing Boris's address to the nation right now on the BBC News website. Know that. No business is paying VAT till the end of June.
No idea why.
I'd have stuck with Headney.
Honestly,
what did you say?
I just wanted to.
He wanted to just randomly tickle me in the chin there.
Yeah. Well, Kev also just asked me if I'd watched it. I'm recording a podcast, Kev.
Also, TFT's on mobile.
TFT's on mobile.
If you stroke me, I'm going to stick to Headney.
Have you got any news stories, Banjo?
No, you're not meant to touch folk in the face.
Did I ever tell you about the time I lost my virginity?
Yep.
Yeah.
First episode.
Was it?
Aye.
I've got one.
I can't tell you the recent stories too.
Mate, football. Football cancelled.
Thank fuck.
Unhappy football. Unhappy all sport is cancelled. Really, fuck. Me.
It's had zero impact on my life.
UFC, those still gone.
Shut the fuck up. Right.
Fuck you.
Premier League players join charity FIFA 20 tournament. So what this guy's done is he set up a charity tournament of FIFA 20 and he's like, try to get people involved. And because all the footballers are only playing, he's like, why play, bro? All these players are joining and playing in and he's streaming it on Twitch so that you can still sit and watch. It's football, but
you can watch Cristiano Ronaldo.
It's not Cristiano. He's far too big for this.
Oh,
aye.
Fuck.
But no, it's good, man.
Like
if you like football, check it out.
Pub League, what's been streamed.
Folk you've never heard of, guys sit down and play FIFA.
Andros Townsend, Neil Mopai. You'll not ken them.
So it's football players playing FIFA.
Aye. And it's for charity, mate.
I didn't watch Conor McGregor playing the UFC.
It's because he's got mental health problems. The money will go to the mental health charity Mind. There you go. Yeah. It's a good news story. And people are getting all hyped.
Interested in that, Deek?
It's not really for you. It's for the listeners.
It's for the listeners that like football.
Fucking hell. Big name European clubs like Ajax and Salzburg are also set to battle it out. There you go, mate.
Hazard. I wouldn't watch him playing football.
And all the best thing about it is all the
Jurgen Klopp, he's a guy in football.
All the clubs are getting involved in it, and I like it. So, Ken, I'm happy. Shout out.
Nice one.
Better than your fucking story, mate.
Is that guy Fiddle Beatty Stargan?
Shut the fuck
up. Is it actual football teams like Chelsea and Rangers?
That's what he just said. Even I can't.
I didn't care what fucking names he said.
He said Premier League teams.
I don't care.
There's teams from leagues across the world getting involved, and they're nominating a player.
I take that as pub league. Right.
I thought three rovers were
Crystal Palace. Pub league.
I genuinely thought it was a guy.
Whatever, mate. Yeah. Here, I've got another story. That's maybe
what kind of level are Crystal Palace at? Because
Premier League level. Well, when they are at the best league in the world.
When folks say like Crystal Palace, I assume they're a step above Threave.
I think that's about it.
No, Palace are many steps above Threave. Threave are at tier 8, I think, in Scotland, and Crystal Palace are at tier 1 in England, and tier 1 is light years ahead of fucking Scottish football. So.
I genuinely thought that was an Indian takeaway.
The Crystal Palace.
I swear to God, man. Not a fucking...
No, they've got a takeaway to run, mate. They can't get a charity football match.
I've got you for you. That's maybe more up your street. I've read fuck all about this story. I just seen the headline and was like, we can talk about this. Vampire bats, French kiss with blood to form lasting bonds.
Oh,
that's a vampire bat.
Have they got tongues? Oh,
there you go. Wee vampire bat. It looks like a bat. It looks like what you would expect a bat to look like. There's
That's
nothing.
What a vampire bat looks like.
There's nothing like for the listeners. It's not like they've got big teeth and like a cape. It's just a bat. Vampire bats establish.
It's a mouse with wings.
Vampire bats establish friendships by sharing regurgitated blood with their neighbours in a kind of horrifying French kiss. End quote. A new study says.
That's how I got to get my neighbours. Vomiting on them.
Vomiting blood on them.
So yeah, granted, I was steaming and it was all over their fucking kitchen.
What blood do they suck off?
Animals.
Do they just jump on like a cow and then suck it?
So, yeah. If bats go 3 days without eating, they can die of starvation. So sharing the blood can be a life-saving act. Yeah, there you go. It found that when the vampire bats became isolated in a roost, pairs unfamiliar with one another would begin grooming, then mouth licking.
You spitting in a lassie's mouth during sex is not the same.
Did you just say that?
That's what he just said while you were reading that. He's like, well, I spit in lassie's mouth when we're having sex. It's pretty much the same, innit?
No. 3 days with liquids.
No.
Saving their life.
That's bogging, by the way.
That is
actually in these trying times that this world is trying to push through.
Did he touch your face around
you're
him?
Spitting in someone else's mouth.
Yeah.
I would vomit if somebody done that to me.
So we're gonna look for another a third for the podcast. Banjo's just been kicked off for his fucking disgusting behaviour.
I thought it was going to be kicked off for that WhatsApp message.
Well, you got a timeout for
you nearly were.
Yeah. Apparently, bats can drink up to half a litre of half their weight in blood a day, unlike the other bat relatives.
Have you ever been on a bat cave in that? Like at zoos and shit?
Yeah.
They get fucking close to your face before they dive at the road, like.
They're horrible.
You know, Batman.
No, Batman.
Batman.
I was trying to think of a funny thing to say, but I just couldn't. I was going to say Bruce Wayne, but made no sense.
You're not usually funny when you're trying to be.
No.
You're usually quite funny when you think you've got a point.
Aye. No, but lockdown and that.
So no.
You seem low in energy today, Sean.
I fucking
been off all day, sitting on your arse, doing nothing.
I've been a bit.
What have you been doing then?
Ripping the heat off it.
No.
Wanking furiously.
No, the friction burns are away now, like.
So what have you been doing then?
I've been balling constantly.
Right. Spreading corona.
Doubtful.
You're the one that's got to get the that's the problem. Because you leave the region and come back.
Yeah.
This is the problem. You're not just like, oh, I'm in CD. You're like, oh, I'm gone here and I'm gone there and I'm gone here and I'm gone there.
We share.
What?
You don't share your sweeties with me, so I'm going to share my diseases with you.
I don't want your diseases.
No.
We share. Apparently you can pass on to dogs.
No, you can't.
I don't think that's true.
That is true.
Is it?
That is not true.
It's not true.
No.
True that it's not true.
Dogs can't get corona.
Who said? Have they did tests?
Scooby-Doo did, mate. I coughed on him and then asked.
Have they did tests?
Nah, Paw Patrol released the statement.
Are they still doing the drive-through testings?
What?
Drive-through testings. You phone your NHS thingy and then they book. The fuck is that? Oh, bit of backy.
You really thought a bit a wee thing.
Coronavirus! Coronavirus in my jumper.
Spider.
What did you think it was just got to carry you clean out the fucking door and eat your hole?
I don't know, on my face.
I don't think it wants to be in your face.
But apparently you just book an appointment, fucking, and then they go through a drive-through and they just swab your mouth and then you get your results in 4 hours.
Cool.
Yeah.
Didn't care. No guy get tested.
Surely that's not been set up in D&G. There's no way we've got resources for that.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
No.
They're opening an award.
Mate, we didn't have a cinema in Dumfries and Galloway.
They're opening an award in Dumfries Hospital for
cool.
B2 or whatever. Fuck knows.
Cool. Didn't care. Not got again.
What did they do with that hospital now? Kind of like the Al Hospital. What's done with it?
Junkies and that.
No.
And the users and squatters and that. Banjo Gan's there to shag.
I think it's hooked up to the dentist bit too. I think it's kind of hooked up to everything they're doing it like.
But what did they use it for?
I have fucking no idea.
Is there still?
What did they use it for? They just took it up to this other bit.
I think it's just phone calls and shit.
It's a call centre. Don't know. No idea.
I didn't care.
Didn't care.
You haven't received any fucking things lately, have you? Have you been in an accident lately? No.
What?
Have you been in a car accident lately?
Can you speak into your fucking microphone and
Stop
with some sort of
like
volume?
This.
But
trying to hype.
I can't see what it is.
Move it down then, you fucking dildo.
Trying to. You usually position it for me.
What are you, a Wayne?
Is that
You'd think after like
28 weeks.
episodes.
Test.
28 weeks and what,
test.
3 months of coronavirus? You'd think you'd have this under control.
Aye.
Fuck.
And like what, 5 or 6 test gens? Still can't work a fucking microphone.
I want you to the other ones.
What?
What are they? What, a condenser microphone?
Yeah.
No, you can't have you.
How?
Doesn't suit what we're doing with.
Right.
So what were you saying?
I can't mind. What was I saying?
Have you? He's asking if you've had anybody on the phone being like, "Have you been involved in an accident at work?"
I don't know. I didn't answer the phone.
I noticed because I phoned you earlier. No, neither have I.
Oh, you phoned me when you were doing the stairs, and I kent you were going to say you come in for a fag, and I was like, hurry the fuck up, I've been up
What
for
was your
12
point
hours."
there then?
Aye.
Have you had any of them phone calls about Ken being in car accidents and that? No, have you? No.
Is that what you just said?
Aye. I was like, how have you? Assuming that you maybe had some sort of like... I've had quite a lot of them recently. I don't know what's
They've been
going on.
asking me about Corona. Have I got Corona in my leg?
I've never had any.
Right.
I've not.
Cheers for inquiring me. It's awful fucking kind of you.
What a fucking dick you are. What a complete fanny. I'm loving to see these folk that, by the way, that are still getting into work in that and wanting like a medal for it. Like
me.
I've seen it with like retail workers and lorry drivers.
I've seen that
and
as
farmers,
well.
and they're like, "I'm on the front line. Please be polite. This is that, and the next time I'm keeping the country going." And you're like, "No, you've got fucking bills to pay, mate."
Aye.
Then they try and make it like you're fucking
You're
Mother
doing
Teresa.
it for free.
Aye. You're not.
Aye.
You're not doing it because you're a good person. You're doing it because you're a poor person.
Because you need the money.
So don't hit
Same as
me
I do.
with your fucking holier than thou attitude
Aye.
and your shitty ass Facebook statuses. Fuck off, hen.
Aye. What's annoyed you, Banjo, about the Corona? Because you said you had questions about lockdown, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well,
Pitting your
know.
fucking army to joint, patting yourself on the back, bunch of dicks.
I just want to be able to drive.
Fucking
places.
annoying the fuck out
Innit?
of
It's
me, man.
mad, innit?
I just want to be able to drive places. Like I want to be able to go down England.
To finger some lassie.
And get to Blackpool Zoo.
They'll
be
I
shut.
still need to get to that. Yeah.
They'll be shot, mate.
But no, I was want to do that and then like come up and they bother. But I just didn't want to be fucking. I'll go on outside. I'm not being stuck in the house.
Is that a threat?
What a rebel you are.
Oh, well, I'm not being.
You're mental.
Yeah, I know. I'm not being stuck in the house.
Imagine
man. Fuck
that.
You can't be alone. That's the
No,
thing.
I know, and that is the problem. Like,
Aye, because
I
see when
can't.
it started coming, like, self-isolating that, I was like, I hope he has to, because see, if like his mum locks him in the house, he'll actually go mental.
Aye.
Like, he'll not...
Like leaving a
He
dog
is-
in the car.
He is the one person I know least capable of dealing with being on his own for 14 days. Like... I'll be alright, you'll be alright, just sitting playing games.
if
He
there's-
will go fucking bananas
Aye.
if he has to sit in his house and the only people he gets to see are his mum, his dad, and maybe his sister for 2 whole weeks.
See, when I'm welding at work, man, I can't do it. I can't be in that mask and just like with my own thoughts. It's fucking awful. That's for 8 hours. And
I
that's
couldn't
with breaks in
imagine how
between.
exhausting it must be stuck in your head for even half an hour.
It's fucking, honestly, it's
Just
so bad.
like halfway through a thought and you're oh, shiny. Like,
No, it's when you go down that rabbit hole and it's the bad thoughts come up and it's like I need to stop. Like,
how
that's
bad can you like you're just sitting there like
horrendous.
I should just murder my parents.
fucking it's
Like
it's horrendous, man. It is horrendous.
What would you do if you were stuck for 2 weeks?
Masturbate profusely.
Pornhub completed it.
Yeah.
it's all there.
I couldn't. I'd be in FaceTime with lassies constantly, masturbating.
It'd be straight onto chat roulette, wanking on the fucking internet.
Yeah,
Wanking on the webcam.
Aye.
Not cool. Honestly, have you ever seen that film 8-Legged Freaks?
Asking his mum to spit in his mouth.
Have you seen the film 8-Legged Freaks? See when they walk in and the big spiders take over and there's fucking spider webs everywhere. That would be my cum on the Waz.
That was a really obscure
Aye,
reference.
that was really weird.
Have you seen that B-list movie from the 2000s?
Yeah.
About giant spiders.
Yeah. I couldn't go, man. I would leave. I would have to leave.
Aye, but let's say you couldn't.
You couldn't.
I would.
That's the point.
No, I would.
No, let's say there was a guy at your door with a gun that was like, Sean, if you leave, you're dead.
I'd climb out the window.
And then he shot you and you
no,
die.
'cause
Alright, so
I'd
that's
be
what would
sneaky.
happen.
I'd climb along all the roofs and then
Fucking Assassin's Creed over here.
I would, man.
It's that Ezio Auditore, I see.
They're all joined apart from Yin, but I could make that jump.
Oh,
No, you fucking
all you
kidding
hear
me?
in the night is a slate slipping off the roof and Banjo,
I'd like just like fucking.
How about them parkour videos when folk are like, I do parkour, and then they slip in a puddle.
Shit,
Aye.
See, I was in Darwin last weekend, right? And,
Right.
I was like to April, do you want to go and drinking in the town? She was like, oh no, there's something happening down the town. I didn't really want to go on. I was like, oh, what's happening? She's like, oh,
This virus for China or something.
No, it's just somebody,
Everybody's coughing on each other for a laugh.
No, it's somebody kicking off and that. And I was like, oh, we didn't have to. They're like, oh no, they've blocked all the road off. And I was like, what is he doing like? He's like, oh, he's protesting. He does it all the time. He's protesting weed this time. The cunt gets onto folks' roofies, takes all the slates off and throws them down onto cars. And like fucking smashes the slates on the cars.
Can what I do with that boy? Kick fuck it. I mean, I'll do it again.
They had to get a crane to get him off next time. But he keeps doing it.
What?
This guy.
I understand what you said.
I don't know how that related to you being stuck in your room for 2 weeks. Get what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
What would you do if you were stuck for 2 weeks? Don't know, but this guy protesting in Darwin.
This is my thought train when I'm welding, man. He just jumps for
It's so fucking exhausting trying to keep up with it.
I was speaking to Dawko. This was a while ago. This was maybe 4 or 5 episodes in. And there's a bit where it cuts really hard. I can't even mind what we were talking about. But then you just start talking about your dog. And Dawko's like, I noticed a cut there. I was like, it wasn't a cut.
That was him.
That was Banjo.
That's how his brain works.
Aye. Just like
halfway
through a conversation about whatever the fuck, movies or some shit. And then you just go, aye, so I've got a dog.
You fucking dirty bastard.
As Corona, mate. They just farted in Banjo's face. Corona. Then he touched his phone. He just coughed on Deek's phone. Shout
Dirty
out.
bastard. Fuck him, man. Farting on me. I hate folk farting.
Mate, you should have smelt my farts this week. Fucking hell. I was like, fuck. Had to get out of the bed a couple of times.
So what's been happening?
Fuck all, mate. Just living the dream. Listening to every... That's why I texted the group yesterday and was like, are we going to talk about coronavirus today? Because I'm fucking sick. And I'm sure a lot of folk are fucking sick.
I'm getting into it. I'm like really getting into it.
I'm getting into this. Can't wait to have it.
Man. Me and my pal talking about fucking gathering up shit, making bow and arrows and that, getting ready for the apocalypse. Like,
I think you're maybe a bit ahead of yourself there, mate.
Make a squirrel hat and stuff.
Well, fuck knows. Is folk are just taking it too far is the problem. Where they're like, oh, fucking, we're all going to die in that. And I'm like, 4% of us.
What is worst case scenario?
Everybody dies.
As of virus or starvation or...
The worst case, as far as I'm aware, the worst case in terms of numbers...
You got a text, by the way.
In worst case, in terms of numbers, as I have seen, is 4% would be bad. Like 4% of infected die.
Oh, no.
So, if you assume that everybody in the UK gets it, which they probably won't, that's 66 million people would get it.
Campbell's just sent me the photo about the UK pubs and restaurants to shut, and he's like, life fucking sucks right now. Drinking's my only hobby.
So, right, Banjo, if 66 million people got
your
it,
breath's
right?
stinking, by the way.
It's been on your phone, that's why.
If every single person in the UK got it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 4% of them died.
Okay.
Wouldn't be the worst thing, depending
How
on
many do you think that is? Are you any good at maths?
Aye, fucking spot on.
How many is that?
How many folk are in the UK?
At least
66 million-ish.
Right.
4% of 66 million.
20,000.
Wow.
200,000, sorry.
A little bit out, still.
I'm there. 200,000.
No.
148,000.
Still a long way out. You're undershooting this by
212,000.
You need to start adding a couple more zeros on the end of that number, mate. 4% of 66 million.
Oh, right.
So if you do 66 million...
Wait, hold on.
Divided by 100...
No, let me work this out, right? 66 million. 10% is what, 6.6 million?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so then I need to say half that would be 3.3 million.
Yep.
But
and then take a wee bit off.
Why are you
so
halving?
say...
Because that's 5%.
That's a really weird way to fucking work that out.
Was it 3%? 4%?
4%.
So then take a wee bit off and it's 3.3 million so far, so 2.5.
2.64
2.6, see?
million.
That's how you do it.
No, it's not. What you do is you do 66 million divided by 100 times by 4.
I can't do that.
Divided by 100 gives you 1%.
Times by 4 gives you 4%.
Yeah, I can.
Or you can also do like times by 0.14 or some bullshit.
I'll do it my way. I like my way.
Was it the other way you do it? This has just got to become me trying to figure out how you do this. It's not that way. Can't mind. There's another smart way that folk do. Oh, you can do it in some. I'm like, didn't care, mate. Fuck off and die.
Divide it by 0.04.
Some shit like that, innit?
Or times it by 0.04.
Some shit. But anyway, enough of the maths. What are we doing?
Enough of this fucking corona patter. It's depressing as fuck.
Mate, you were wanting to talk about it. I said.
I did. I wanted to try and get in the whole thing without it and just referencing it
Mate,
as the C word.
I fucking
and
text you and said.
I know.
And I was like...
I thought we would talk about it for a while.
Are we talking about the
so
coronavirus tomorrow? What's everyone thinking about in that? And then you were like, well, we probably will, considering it's the big thing right now.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, cool.
That's what. It's the only thing happening.
Did you watch a UFC fight?
No.
Coronavirus.
I couldn't turn on the telly because of the coronavirus.
There was no audience. Nothing.
It's weird. The wrestling's the same as that.
Because
we were saying about that the other day. It must be really weird for them because normally they've got to like feed off the crowd's energy and that, and it's just dead silence.
Khabib.
I'll get cancelled. Something will happen. But the day
none of them will get it.
Aye.
I never even thought of that. It'd be fucking Tony.
Right.
See his training thing. See the Sugar Sean O'Malley.
I think he was taking the piss out of it. That was pretty funny.
That was good. Like.
I never saw it. No. I didn't care enough to look.
It's the kind of thing you would like.
10 shows to help you through isolation. This is the BBC's list.
They're all got to shite, aren't they?
Number 1, Afterlife, Ricky Gervais. Apparently that's quite good.
I watched a wee bit, yeah.
I rate Ricky Gervais.
I do a little bit. 2, Defending Jacob. Never heard it. A husband and wife in Massachusetts fear their teenage son is a murderer in this Apple TV production set to premiere on the 24th of April. Avengers star Chris Evans and Michelle Dockery play the conflicted parents.
I watched Bird Box.
Captain America's Wayne's an arsehole.
Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey, that was the Suicide Squad one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was that any good?
Apparently it's shite.
Yeah, it was actually alright. Like.
She's got a pet hyena, I understand.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn.
It was cute. Nice.
I think she has that in a couple of the comics, actually.
Yeah.
It was good. Like.
My thing was that I was like, I can like maybe 3 characters and none of them have had a setup for this movie franchise, so I don't know anything about them.
Doesn't show the Joker in it because they split up.
Can you talk into the mic, mate?
You're talking into the side there again. Talking to this bit here.
I am.
That
it's
there.
No, you're not.
There you go. There you go.
That's
magic. That,
I have to face this way.
Turn the mic to what? No. Turn the mic that way.
What, that way?
Yes. It's caught on something down there.
His fit.
Hiya.
There you go. Now you can still sit like a clown.
Test.
It's not test. We're an hour and a half in, man.
Jesus, man.
That's there's something about Haggis podcast. No, it was pretty good.
What's the pet hyena called?
I don't know.
Haney.
Is it?
Nah, I don't know. That was a guess.
But it references the Joker. It doesn't show him though.
It does.
No.
It does in the promo stuff.
No, it just.
What's it called again? Birds of Prey.
Yeah. He's not in it because they split up.
Yeah, our whole thing. I think the whole plot of it is basically Harley split up with him, so she's throwing his fuck.
Oh, you mean Joker's not in it?
Girl power.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant the hyena wasn't in it.
Oh,
I was like, the hyena's definitely
the only
in
reason I was watching this.
The hyena is called Bruce.
Bruce the hyena.
Mm-hmm. And she does the, Lady in the Tramp thing where they go with the spaghetti. She does that with.
If somebody had to do that with a fucking hyena.
Twizzlers. There you go.
I do.
Even if it was a fucking trained hyena, you think I'm getting anywhere near that thing's fucking face? Nah, it's got to be animated. There's no fucking way.
It's not a hyena, it's a dog. And then they just
Thingy
superimposed over it.
I don't know, man.
Apparently, I drank.
Fucking
No,
big dog.
I'm telling you, it was because she done an interview.
I get that, but what I'm saying is, still don't know because it must have been a fucking big dog.
And yeah, she was.
And I didn't want it to take off.
with my dogs.
She was like, it was the biggest dog we could find. I think she said that was a close looking kind of species to a hyena, and then they CG'd the fuck out of it.
It was definitely a big ass German Shepherd.
I don't know what it was, but she did say what it was.
I was like,
I was like,
I do it with my doggos.
I'll just tell you, I
don't do it with the wee ones. The wee ones are fucking. Don't trust
wee
them.
Dogs are always arseholes, aren't they?
They are.
Like they've got something to prove.
Yeah. I had a dog fucking sleeping between me and you last night, man.
I don't know what I can about you sleeping with a dog.
I could not.
You've already told us about you licking your arse.
I was like, I can't even mention. I can't even.
It was a German Shepherd, eh?
I see, tell you.
About to have been a German Shepherd.
Yeah.
Shout out to folk what are listening. Hog's got his wee fucking something about Haggis t-shirt on.
How's that a shout out?
Shout out to you, Hog.
I'm going to burn it when I get
Cheers,
home.
pal. No, you love it.
It's literally the only thing I have.
I'm burn it when I get home after I put it on you.
You love it.
It's literally the only thing I have that's clean.
Did you ever watch that Dog Dynasty? Have you seen that? You'd be into that.
Duck Dynasty.
No, Dog Dynasty.
No, Dog Dynasty.
It's about
Duck Dynasty.
No,
it's a
Dog
guy that
Dynasty.
does like training dogs and stuff. He's got the world's biggest pit bull, Hulk.
I've heard of Hulk.
Aye. Well, he's got a show.
Green.
Dog Dynasty.
I've heard of Duck Dynasty.
Dog Dynasty.
This is called Dog Dynasty.
I like Dog Dynasty though.
I don't really like Duck Dynasty.
No, I'm talking about Dog Dynasty.
Did you ken that? Ken the self-storage things are fake?
What in Dog
I'm
Dynasty?
shocked by that. Didn't have that in Dog Dynasty.
What in Dog Dynasty?
Duck Dynasty. April keeps asking what.
Does she have a dynasty?
She's asking why she can't listen to the podcast. And
what do you tell her?
I said I'll
Just honestly, Hen, I'm a piece of shit and I can't have you finding that out about me.
honestly, but she fucking what episode? Because I said I would get her to listen to you. What episode?
Am I not a piece of shit?
Yes, that's exactly.
Search
what
has returned 0 results.
Maybe last week's one would be the closest.
No, because I've still brought shit up. Because wee things like that would be like, I can't say this, and it comes up.
Mate, I'm not going to sit here and listen
The
to 27 episodes so that you can show this lassie and date yourself.
The end when he locked his cell at the car.
No.
How?
No.
How?
No.
I don't even know what episode that was.
When he locked it,
I
don't know
you're
what number,
talking about.
but
Yeah,
why
no.
can't you not hear that?
Because I was with a lassie and shit, man. I'm not.
She doesn't think you're the fucking
Virgin Mary.
aye. Does she? Oh, you are a piece of shit. No, she can't because you said
10 folk.
no. You said that you'd only you said that you'd tell her I've only slept with 4 folk.
No, I had to boost it up to 10 because it was.
I had to boost it to 10.
She was hanging. She was clamping down on me.
Skeptical, to say the least.
Phone. Banjo, I'm not going to sit and listen to 27 episodes so that you can fool this lassie for another week. Like, I didn't care that much about your life.
Show the animated things.
I tried, but it's got the name. It's got something about Haggis at the start of it, and I can't edit.
Branding.
I can't edit it out.
That's our watermark.
I could, but I'm not going to. Unlucky.
Why don't you just tell her how much a piece of shit you are,
Aye.
and then we'll have a new listener, and you can move on with your life. So can she.
Nah. Nah.
See if I text, how mad would you be?
I'd be fucking. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't speak to you.
Really?
Honestly.
Ah, you would.
No,
I would.
I wouldn't. What the fuck?
You told me earlier on that it didn't matter what kind
She's
of
met my
reality we
family
were
in
in.
that, man. No chance.
That
It's fucking too deep for.
We
that
would
shit, like.
we would always find each other and be best pals
Aye, in a different universe.
in a
aye.
different universe or
Aye.
life.
This is our universe now, and I'd fucking leave you. Like,
Fucking worth it.
Mate, I might actually text her.
Two birds with one stone. That innit?
Mate, you need to stop saying her fucking name because a motherfucker on here will text her.
Can you imagine that?
I'd be
Somebody
fuming,
went.
like,
Like,
Oh,
I'm being serious.
tell-
I'd be gone hunting. Corona. Oh, the minute see the apocalypse happen, I'd be gone for their door. Like,
I'll cough on your dinner, mate, if you send that text.
well,
Pissing your eggs.
aye.
No, mate, I ain't listening back to all these fucking
Nah, it's not
episodes.
gonna happen.
I don't think there probably is one or two that you could
Well, I
get
maybe
away
thought the
with.
gay in.
No, because you say some shit in that.
I say that I
You-
got a swingers club.
You were
and
talking
that.
about going to swingers clubs
Aye.
with your exes.
And you were talking about how you have all of the diseases and shit like that as well.
Aye.
Yeah, no, that yin's definitely a not safe for. No. I'll have a quick look at the titles and see if we can see one.
We'll just put a disclaimer. All stories are fictitious. Any
I did
similarities to real life characters are strictly coincidental.
that. I know.
Oh, that was other.
The one about
question.
fleshlights. Remember that, Ian?
No fucking way.
Am I booked off? Might not be.
Coronavirus starts fires, confirmed. Stay safe, Hampton. What about that one where you got a prostate exam?
No. I don't know.
Does the coronavirus not start fires then, that?
Nah, I'm booked off. I couldn't mind if I booked off or not.
You know what, I just can't sign the book anyway?
No, because I'm booked off.
Do you want to get your mic back, dickhead? Ken, what you into shore? Episode 5.
What's that?
That's the one where you went up you remember you went to Carlisle, you picked up that lassie and she had the takeaway and then she was driving up the woods.
Take away Tina.
That's the one.
Because
that's the murder thing where it's like that guy was definitely trying to kill that lassie and then you were like, I was in my car on the way back and I was sniffing the jumper she was wearing and I had a wank when I got home. She'd enjoy that. She would enjoy that. Episode 5.
She would. I can't even say it. I've got to watch what I'm saying now, and it's so hard.
And then she's got to fin this.
Then the one after, you apologised.
That
was a good episode. I like that one.
Right.
Remember back before we had coronavirus. Episode 8, that's when you didn't know what Pearl Harbor was.
Oh yeah, that might not be as bad.
I can't mind. Episode 8 might be a shout. Oh no, one of the comments is, Banjo, it's all about who you fancy after you've had a wank. Don't think that's going to be... What? What are you doing with your phone
now? Don't you fucking dare. Don't bother. I'm being serious. Don't fucking bother. Have you even
I wouldn't do that to you, pal.
Have you added her?
I definitely would. No, why would I add her? I didn't ken her.
This podcast's over.
How are you going to check if he's added her?
She's usually quick on her phone.
I've not added her.
Why would that matter?
Because if she accepts it, I can see how many mutual friends. So if I see anybody,
Look at the fucking panic. And this cunt's, you can hear it in his voice. Is this what your life's like all the time?
I could handle that.
No,
I could do.
How dare you add this lassie I'm shagging?
Constant stress. No, good. So anyway, yeah, I'm done. Like.
Oh man, how class would it be if she ended up just fitting it the night? Purely coincidentally.
Oh, no chance.
Coincidence.
What do you, mate? Fuck you.
Yeah, coincidence.
Mate, the thing is, if she self-isolates, she's got to have a lot of time in her hands to fund this fucking podcast.
I don't even say I do a podcast with my pals. Oh, who's that? Or just pals with CD. I don't even mention your names because she'll search it. And then
that's ignorant.
Isn't
We're your best pals.
You got to meet her.
So you're telling me you didn't even share the podcast every week to your pals?
Of course I do.
That's fucking
just
ignorant.
Block her out.
You'd not. You didn't even. He's not even tell her our names.
Aye.
You're two best pals.
How do you think that makes us feel?
Ken, after all we've done for you, and you've just sat there and mugged us off.
I've literally got, what episode? Almost 30 episodes of fucking evidence that I'm a piece of shit.
How's that our fault?
Aye.
I didn't mention your names because then she'll search on Facebook and then go on it and you share the fucking things and then we're fucked. But Ken, what'll happen? Fucking,
Here we go.
Do we fucking encrypted like special things and like see when you talk about shit on your phone?
Sorry, the what?
Like see when I'm with her. If I'm with her in person and we talk about
the
podcasts,
encrypted thing.
It'll come up on our phone the suggested fucking things and it'll be our podcast. The government will fuck me over. The fucking fuck it.
Is this the point where Banjo puts the metal hat on?
It's not me that's got to tell April. It's Boris Johnson that's got to tell her.
See, tomorrow in the coronavirus update, it'll be like, April, if you're listening, Banjo's podcast is called Something About Haggis. Go give it a listen. Right, back to the press and news. Big Bojo dobbing in.
I'd freak, man.
I'd freak on Boris if he ratted me out.
I mean,
shut the fuck up.
You'd get out with it.
Is it wrong to...
Yes.
See if somebody has a Wayne.
Duck Dynasty.
And somebody... I don't know how to say this.
If somebody has a Wayne.
Somebody has a Wayne.
Right.
And
as a child. How old's the child? Just a child.
Toddler.
No, we'll say... We won't go there yet.
I don't like where this conversation's heading. Already.
The parent does something to you. Like, pisses you off or whatever.
Right, wait. Are you the
Can
Wayne?
you then slap that Wayne?
No.
Right. Right,
No,
sorry,
no.
I was... Right, my bad.
Hypothetically, like,
Right.
you've pissed me off.
Mhm.
Right, and I've got a Wayne.
You've got Wayne.
Right.
Be a fucking
How wrong is
tall
it
Wayne.
Would
if
be a
I
tall Wayne, aye.
then
Bigger than Banjo at 2 years
wait
old.
for that Wayne to turn 18 and then, like, shag it?
Even if it was a guy.
Especially if it was a guy.
Mate, if I had
that'd be Mary,
mate,
a kick in
if
the
I
teeth.
had a Wayne that was a boy who turned 18, he'd shag you. That's first off, right?
First of all,
Okay, that.
But right, so in this
How pissed would you be? Like,
because I ken you, I'd be pissed. Aye,
aye, but that's the point.
aye. Because I'd be like, "Wow, my child has to get checked now
Mm-hmm.
because of you."
So like,
And then I'd
he'll have that worry. Am I shagging my Wayne here?
no.
no, but I would date just to fucking like if somebody fucked me over, I'd be like, well, I'm gonna shag your Wayne when they're legal, like
When they're of age.
20,
I
21.
mean, I'm fairly sure by the time they come of age, they could have you.
Aye. I'd take a lot of folk in a fight against you, like.
Mm-hmm.
It's a charm.
Huh?
Shag them.
Aye, but I'm saying they'd kick fuck at you and be like, "Wow,
Mhm.
you're ancient, old man."
The future is now,
Maybe that.
old man. The wee
Is that
Jew.
all?
What, are you Ian Wayne's new? The
Is that called Grimmin?
Aye, it is.
Is
Aye,
it? Is it
is,
actually?
aye.
Aye? Even when they turn like 21?
Aye,
Is it?
aye.
I used to work with a guy that he was with a woman, and then on her daughter's 16th birthday, they were like, "We're out of here," and they're now happily married. They like when she was like a scale Wayne, 16-year-old on her 16th birthday, they were just like, "Nah, fuck it, we're out."
Aye. What
Aye.
age was the guy like?
30s.
Oh dear.
Aye, exactly.
Fucking hell.
Oh dear.
Is that
Well-
Banjo we're talking about? That's you in 6
And
years.
now they've got like a Wayne together, and obviously the Wayne gans and sees his granny, and they're just like, "Oh, mind that time years ago when you used to get me with my mum, and now you're with me."
Ken how I've shagged sisters.
That,
That's fucking.
Oh,
Oh man.
Eh?
fuck it. Ken how I've shagged sisters.
Uh-huh.
There's a third sister.
Mm-hmm.
But she is like, oh,
Well out of my league.
no, like,
Think
like,
I'd date for the hero points, man.
well, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I thought, like, back in the day.
Mind like
Before I was
what?
seeing somebody.
What was it? Maybe 4 minutes ago when he's like, "Nah, I'm in too deep with this lassie, man. She's met my parents and everything." And I might just shag this really stinking lassie because then I've shagged all 3 sisters.
I like that
Like
voice.
anybody gives a fuck.
Aye.
But
Try to take the moral high ground with me. You better not show this podcast to make her think I'm a piece of shit.
it's like getting an achievement on like COD. Like it means fuck all.
Do you want to ken something?
It means
the
fuck all.
achievement on COD is actually quantifiable because you can see it and prove that you've got it.
Yeah.
It actually means more than you saying I've shagged 3 sisters.
Technically, in total, it would be.
It's an alright pub in Edinburgh, actually.
Yeah,
Isn't
3
it?
sisters.
Shut now, though.
But no, I was saying back in the day when I was a total scumbag, and that's when I would date. But no, no,
Like last week.
no, of course not. I'm seeing.
What,
I've
this
seen
morning?
somebody. I've seen somebody. When it's official, I'm going to be the most well-behaved, loyal.
Genuine.
Wait, what did I get called?
Genuine.
What was it?
Respectable.
Respect. What was it? Who? What lassie said that?
I can't exactly what lassie it was.
I know. What did she say?
She said Banjo got described as genuine, respectable, and gorgeous
Oh, that was
by this lassie. And me and Campbell were like, is there something
False.
wrong with her? And then later on we found out,
There's definitely something wrong with her.
I'm not what I...
Nah, we can't.
I'm not why I got into it, but there was medications that she should have been taking that we suspect she maybe wasn't. So that explains a lot of that.
So I'm
Genuine and respectable.
the fucking. I might
If
as
you've
well-
listened to all 28 episodes of this podcast and think that
you didn't have a
Banjo
life.
is genuine and respectable, please let us know in the comments below.
Nobody's leaving with that opinion of you.
Never.
How?
You're a piece of shit.
They've heard over 30 hours of you talking now. These people know you.
Oh yeah. Nobody speaks to me in the pub anymore.
It's do you want to know why? They all know he's so genuine and respectable. They just don't think
didn't want to sell
They're
him
not
with that.
worthy.
They're not good enough
not
to speak
worthy,
to him.
yeah.
That's it.
That's what it is.
Nah, a lot
Aye.
more folk
His
speak to me in the pub,
reputation precedes him.
They're just like, I don't want to get my filth on Sean. He's that nice a guy.
A lot of people like it, man. They come up to me. A lot more folk come up to me and be like, yeah.
You shagged my missus.
Or my auntie.
I shout out to you, man. Fuck you, you clown.
You're trying to groom my Wayne. What?
You really are a fucking nonce.
You're
misogynistic nonce. I'm happy though. Never been happier.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
Be good, man. Be good.
Everybody's dying round them.
I think a lockdown would do him the world of fucking good.
No, mate. I think he'd come out worse.
Right. I think I'll come out fucking 100%.
Straight out the house and into the Crichton.
I'm a better person when I'm in a relationship.
No, you're not.
I am so.
No, you're not.
I am so.
I've seen you in two,
three,
maybe more. Three relationships. Not better. Same person. It's like I've kened you 4 years? 5? 4? 4?
4 or 5, I don't know.
4? That would have been 4 because you turned 21 at GGI.
There's folk that have never met you that ken you're a piece of shit.
Aye. There's folk in South Africa and America that ken you're a piece of shit. There's this guy in Indonesia that kens you're a piece of shit. It's worldwide at this point. I've kenned you for 4 years, and for you to sit there and say I'm a better person in a relationship,
I am.
That group of fucking.
I never cheated on my ex.
Oh, well done.
Congrats for doing something you're supposed to do.
We stand corrected.
Congrats, but I'm getting there. Thank
Golf
you.
Clap.
Woo!
Baby steps. I never cheated this time.
Never. I've learned. I'm learning. I'm like a child, man. Like,
such a fucking.
Leave me alone. I'm still learning every day.
I'm still trying my best.
Just try to navigate this big bad world we live in.
I am really nice. Okay, I can't see anything. I'll tell you after. Got someone to tell you.
Just tell us.
Right, that's us. Stop recording now. What are you saying?
No, I can't say anything. Mind how you had a go at me.
When?
Through messages.
I was for kicking the fuck out of you in messages.
That was a
twice this week. Twice this. Once he got timed out, and the second time, I was ready to fucking kill you.
If he'd a car, he'd have turned up to you and
Mate,
slapped.
I was I was really angry with what you said. And there's no point in going this. It boils down to I taking it the wrong way because you fucked up and sent messages in the wrong order, kind of, and missed out large chunks of a conversation. And I was like,
"You're a piece of shit."
This was actually nearly cancelled.
When you're having it, I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
There's no point in us talking about this because we can't actually talk about it.
But she's getting a boyfriend, right? And she's like, "Oh, I still want to keep seeing you before the army, though."
Right.
Before he gone. I was like, "So are you saying you want to cheat on your boyfriend and like sleep with me?" She was like, "Aye." I was like, "Oh, nice one." I'm not gonna do that though because I'm seeing somebody.
Because you're such a respectable guy.
Exactly.
Respectable and genuine.
Aye.
When was this?
He's going round on Monday.
I went round that night. No, I never. She's a squatter though. Fucking all squatter.
Her boyfriend helped me.
No, her boyfriend couldn't make her.
Is that what she tell you?
That's what she tell me. She also tell me
she's tell about 30 guys this week.
You're the first guy that's ever made that happen.
I know.
Because you had another lassie tell you that.
I just got told that. Aye, that's a different eye.
No.
But no, that was with coming. That was with squirting.
Aye. No, you got told by another lassie as well, didn't you?
Aye. But you could fist her.
That was clearly bullshit.
You could fist her.
Aye. Mate, the Hulk could fist her.
She's got me someday now.
Anyway, right.
She is.
We're getting off track here.
The Hulk's thumb. Right, anyway.
Have you seen that gif of it's Hulk looking at Black Widow, looks back to Hulk, and then it's just Hulk slamming Black Widow in the arse? That's that lassie. Anyway, right. Let's end up here.
We're going to shoot.
Because we might die.
Enjoy the coronavirus, everybody.
Yeah. My eyes are killing me, man.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Corona.
Shite bag if you didn't.
Shite bag.
If I didn't see yous, Ken.
It was nice.
Have a nice Christmas. Bye.
Corona.
Wait, are we going to keep going with these? If there's lockdown, what's happening? What's the crap?
If you self-isolate, no.
If we're self-isolating, then no. But so as it stands, we're sound.
No. There was an argument to be made for like stacking a few of them up, but then I was like, we're just guys sit and talk about the coronavirus for like 6 hours solid. I'm like, I'm not doing that. Fucking kill me. Failing that, I don't know.
We could do some gameplay or some shit. Whatever. We'll do something.
I want to get a pocket pussy for this isolation. I think that would keep me sane.
Shout out to lovehoney.com.
I'm going to get a pal. I've got a pal in Dubai.
I'm going to get a pal.
Finally! She gave me condoms because normal ones weren't working. So
these were special condoms.
Yeah. So
these flavored.
These condoms that put themselves on.
Nah, but I fucking
wait. No, you can't just wait. Fucking what's special about these condoms?
They're bigger,
right?
So then I've been using.
Are you talking bigger or thicker?
No, bigger.
Right,
like they're king size. So I've been using them, and then
I've been using. So you have.
I'm gonna get her order me something because I can't get it delivered to my house because Mum will be in it. And
discreet delivery?
No, because when they get a parcel, they'll be like, "I'll open it." I'll be like, "No," and then they won't drop it. Like they'll be like, "What was in your parcel? What was it?"
A pocket pussy. You asked.
No.
And then throw the fucking collection traitor. Stick it to the wall.
So I'm gonna ask my pal if she would order it for me, and then just keep it.
Deek will order it for you.
I know, but then I have to come through here. I can maybe like sneak up, fucking special ops it up to her house, but no.
I can come and drop it off at your bit when you're in.
Oh, would you?
Aye.
Nice guy.
I definitely wouldn't wait till you were at work, chat the door and be like, "There's Sean's pocket pussy." And get to your mum.
That's exactly what I would do. Kim, what I would do.
And we're live on Facebook.
I would take it to GBM and get to Cheese and be like, "Cheese, there's Banjo's pocket pussy in front of everybody."
No, I got I ordered pills online for like doctor pharmacy, fucking whatever it is, and
doctor pharmacy,
whatever it's called.
That's a technical term.
But it's to keep you going. Like it's not Viagra.
Like it's what's they call it? Is it Cialis? Is that what they call it?
Don't know. Never had that issue.
Don't know.
It's to stop you coming.
I got it in 45 seconds, man. I'm a beast.
It lowers your blood, thins your blood out, and it tells you not to drink. So I ended up like passing out on it.
You've told the story.
Right. So I got that, and then I left them in my sister's car. So they just went missing. But I wasn't able to them back. They were like £30.
Because Cheese was pile driving your sister. Anyway, right, we're shooting on that.
Anyway,
telling it. You're going to shag his niece?
No, I never said that.
I was going to say.
What'd you say?
No. What did you say?
Mate, I'll find out in the edit.
Aye. No. We're going to find out in 5 seconds.
Sound. My eyes are itchy, man. I can't see, like, fucking killing me.
Stop itching them, you fucking Wayne.
I want that noodle pot what I brought.
Like, comment, share and subscribe. Have a nice virus. See you in the new.
Shout back if you done any.
Ta!
Bye!